Hi, Julie Torrance here. So I've got the cover that I made with the Mamagami paper, and I got it sewn together with the other piece of Mamagami paper that I picked. And I did put 2 coats of, and this is supposed to be flat Mod Podge, but it still has a satiny glow, but it's fine. But we're going to work on this in a minute. I sewed it with this side up so I could keep track of the lace. And it made the stitching here a little bit like the Mamagami turned the little poked places white. I don't know if it's from like pulling the paper through or what, but I thought if I just rubbed around it like this, it got rid of like 98% of that. So I don't think I'm going to stop sewing if I have lace like this in the middle. But I think so far we've got a good journal cover. So for my fall journal, I've got all these pages ready to go for the signature. But one of the pages I want is this. And I found some fall colored, fall clothes catalog things. And I just love this paper and I love the images. So I'm going to put them together. I cut them so that when put together, they will be the size of the rest of my paper. So I'm just going to set that aside so I don't knock it all to the floor. All right, I've got a glue thing here. I'm going to use washi to put it together. And I picked this washi. It's Maps, and it's gold, and it's a little bit sheer. So I thought it would go well. It's not going to show a whole lot because it's going to be in the seam, but I think it'll show some. I didn't pick the widest washi that I have, but it's not the thinnest. Okay, so can we untangle this? Yes. And I like to put glue. Washi tape is not designed to stick permanently. And so I like to put some glue on it. Not sure if you can see me over here on the right, but I'm just, oh dear, just putting some glue on. Washi does stick where you don't want it to. Not really. I'm just teasing you. So how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. And I'm just butting them up against each other. I'm not overlapping them. All right, I think that's pretty good. I purposely, oh boy, I purposely went over. All right, well, it all shifted. So let's see what we can do about that. Okay, and I'm just going to trim this. Okay, and I'm going to do the same on this side. We are back to having fairly warm weather. We've never had a frost or a freeze or anything like that. Not yet. And this is, I don't know what the date is, but I think it's the last Monday in September 2024. Oh boy, this is really sticking. I'll be darned. It's all right. There we go. Let's get this on here. Once you rub the glue stick on it, it really calms down. You know, it quits twirling and twisting in your hands. It pulled up a little bit of the magazine from that I'm using as a glue sheet. Okay. So here is a signature page. But I just wanted to show you how when you've got something, when you're using book page, magazine page, you know, you can sometimes cut it so that both sides are pleasant. This is the side that gave me a little heartache. It has a little wrinkle in it. It'll be fine. But yeah, that'll be nice. All right. Enough drooling over that. Let's get the other ones. Now, I haven't sewn it together, and I honestly don't know how far we're going to get with all this. All I know is I've got everything that we can go pretty far. Will we get it completely done? I doubt it. I have gotten journals done all in one video, but I don't think so. Because I'm not making it a writing video, or a writing journal. All right, I am just going to set these again aside, and then I want to fold them all in half. So this is a piece of, my fingers are sticky. That's a piece of tracing paper. Now these are not in any order right now. I just gathered sheets. We've got a piece of yellow and a piece of green because I think that'll look nice in fall. Didn't have anything like orange or peach, but I've got orange and peach inks, so we'll be okay. But I always think it's interesting on what journal makers put inside of their journals. Now this is the same paper that's on the inside of my journal and, you know, on the inside cover. So I thought that would be great. So I cut it 8.5 by 11. Then I ran it through my printer upside down by accident. So this sheet is upside down. But really the only thing that it matters about is my signature will be upside down, but I don't care. So then I cut it. Now all of these sheets, because of my printer, I think I'll put this on the inside. My printer leaves like a 1/4 inch margin around everything. So when I cut that off, sometimes I cut it off, sometimes I ink it up. Sometimes I tear it off. Well, this time I decided to cut it off. But when I do that, I think I'll do this one this way. When I do that, I make the paper smaller. So I tried to cut all the paper. Now I cut it off. That didn't quite fold right, but that's all right. I cut it off looking at one side, and the other side may not match up completely. I don't worry about it. I mean, that little bit of white that still might show, or a little bit of the print that I may lose because of cutting. I mean, there's really nothing you can do. Printers don't print exactly the same every time. Okay, I want this to be my middle. So I am going to fold him in. See, there's a little bit of white showing there. That's what ink is for, and lace, and all the other things that we have to put on our journals. Let me put this way. Now I am using my digital kit that's on Ko-fi, and I'll link it. But that's where I got these pages that you're seeing. Okay, last time I think I put the stripes on the inside, so this time I'm going to put the stripes on the outside. I thought that would be nice writing space. And I love this little mouse. Ooh, these laser prints, they're slippery. They really are. And yeah, I'm bone folding these. When you bone fold, you really knit the fibers of your paper. This is a piece of cardstock. You knit and squish out all the extra air, and it really does make a difference there in your folds. Okay, so now, first thing I want to decide is, do I want to decorate any of these before I sew them in? Is there, you know, and I know that there is. This, I have envelopes. I've got a couple of envelopes like this. And what I want to do is hook them on somewhere, and then we'll open it and have a pocket. So I wanted a more substantial sheet for that reason. So that's what this is for, and I'm not going to decorate that. I'm going to let the envelopes speak the story. Okay, this, no. This, no. All of these we do not need to decorate before they go in. I've got, I'm thinking about this one. Just because it's upside down, do I want to put some right side? I think I do. So I'm going to set that one aside. These two I do. And no. I just find that doing some of that decorating is easier when they're not stuck in. See, I've got this, and this has leaves going up and down and back and forth, up and down, right side up, upside down, or maybe they're just kind of the same. I don't know. There doesn't seem to really be an upside down. Anyway, I thought this would be a good thing to use. Now, this is a Carry the Crafter. It's a mask, but it works like a stencil as well. So I am going to, and I know this makes it harder to see, but I want to put this under it so that I'm not getting leaves all over my table. I also have this stencil. I'll show you it in a minute. And I've got this one, which is Bright Tangelo. And get an inker that's in that family. And let's start inking away. I just want kind of a randomish. And I think it'll show up differently in different spots. I'm sorry for the bump, bump, bump noise. Just kind of bring it up towards the middle here. It's kind of a little sponge. Sorry. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, see, I like that. I'm going to put some more on. See if I've got a bigger sponge so you're not... I think this one is the reds and the oranges. It is now, huh? Okay. Yeah, do it like you mean it. Good. Let's do some over here. Move it up a little bit. And move it up again. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I like that. I want some in the middle. Both sides. More ink. Very nice. I like that. Now, I think it's just the words on this side. Let's take this ink and put some of these leaves on. I'm just going to put... This is a border stencil. So I'm lining up the stencil, and this is a Carry the Crafter stencil. I'm lining it up with the edge of the paper. And that way the border should be straight. Nice. And I'm just going to do the same over here, just to give it a little color. Okay, I think that's pretty. That's not a lid. This is a lid. Okay. All right, good. So now this can go in the not getting decorated pile because it's decorated. Yep. Now, this one. Yellow. I'm going to switch, but I can't really say that there's a whole lot of difference, but this one's peachy keen. Now, my inker has that darker, so I'm just going to pound it off here on the side to get some of that off. And maybe we'll get a hint of a different color. I'm not sure. And I think what I'll do is I'll run this up the middle this way. So I'm lining up the stencil with the fold. And I'm going to do the same over here. I'm just going to line up the stencil with the fold. I think it's going to be far enough away from the center that I don't think it's going to, I think it'll show, even though it's kind of in that seam. I think I'm going to kind of put what I think is the middle, and I'm lining it up again. Can you see? I'm lining the stencil up with the top of the paper, and I'm just going to go across here. Okay. Yeah, and see, I think when this is folded, that's what it'll look like. And I think that's nice. All right, one more. I'm looking around. I'm looking around like a person who is on the bus and I just passed my stop. But because I know I brought the sewing kit and I'm thinking we're going to be sewing this pretty soon. All right, I'm going back to this one for the green. I'm using that same supposedly lighter. I don't really think it's lighter. I'll put some up here. Yeah. And let's do that on the other side. I realize I've fallen way down out of the picture. Let's get back up where we belong. I think I want it this way. Can I match up some of these? That's as much as I'm going to try. Yeah, nice. Okay, well, I believe we're oh, what about the other sides? Well, no, we're going to have pockets. We're going to have other things. We don't need to ink up every side. All right, now we're going to put that together. I am still looking for my sewing kit. I found it. All right, good. Oh, Julie. All right, let's get up where you can see. Very good. Now I know which one I want to have on the most inside, and that is the one with him, with the sewing mouse. And he's got some fall leaves in the house. Okay, so this is the very middle. And then I want this, I thought, for the most outside edge. So this one I'll set aside. Everything else wraps around this. So I'm going to go with a plain one here. Well, it's not plain anymore, is it? Start with the yellow. And then this goes this way. Good. Another one of these. Is it stripes on this one? No, I think it's damask. Let's see. No, it's stripes. So I'm not going to... Well, why not? Wait a minute. What would that look like? Let's leave it. And let's go with the green. And now with the postage stamps. And now let's go with the tracing paper. And then our girls. Boy, it really a lot of different sizes of paper. That's all right. Put this one here. I like that. And this one here. This one here. And now this one. All right. Oh, I forgot to put the cardstock in. Well, that's okay. Let's put it right here. Good. Now, we've got like a waterfall going on here. I'm going to go ahead and sew it. And then I'm just going to see how it all unfolds. I can always take a craft knife and cut it, but I don't think I will. I mean, it's a junk journal, and each page is a little bit in a different size, and I'm okay with that. All right, let's get the cover. And we want the cover down. Now, I'm going to go through quick, make sure nothing's upside down. Those words are right. I think we're doing fine. Everything's right side up. It's worth a second look, I'm telling you. All right, I want to grab 4 clips. 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. Make sure these things are in there as tight as I can. And there's our middle. Good. All right, now I want it to be in the middle, like from top to bottom. I think we're good. Clips. Now I know that many of you have seen me sew journals together already, but many have not. So I'm doing it again. I always appreciate seeing people sew their journals in because, for one thing, everyone does it different. And another thing is the same person will do it different, using a different technique or something. I'm still using, for this, the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I think that's fine. I got this kit from Amazon. I'm going to use, I have like a darker natural. That's good. I need my, whoop, don't drop it, my awl and my needles. The kit came with about 5 or 6 different rolls of this waxed linen. And it really is helpful. Okay. 1, 2, 3 times the width. Good, that can go away. And I bought these needles. The kit came with needles, but they were all in that, they were all curved like a C shape. And I'm just not handy with that. So I just got a package and I just looked for the largest eye on the needle. I am not a sewer. Okay, so I'm going to put this underneath. I've got a couple layers here. I find that if I sort of close up my book, I tend to get the holes on the seam in the back, not a little in the front of the book or a little in the back of the book. So looking for the middle. That looks good to me. Push it through. Over here, same thing. Now I'm going to go about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches. And the same on this side. It's probably about 1.5 inches. Fold it. Okay. I push it through a little bit further just to make the hole a little bit bigger. And now, if you want your bow in the middle, you start in the middle. Good. Good. Now this side. For some reason, I'm getting a very strong feeling that this is not going to go through as easy as the middle. We'll see. Yeah, it's not. Let's see what's going on. Let's get the awe. See, it goes through this way just fine. I'm going to make the hole a little bigger. And try not to scooch it around and just go get the needle through. Yep, there we go. And back through this way. So I went middle up here, all the way across. And now I'm going to bring it back through the middle. And I don't want to split the thread that's already through there. Feels the same as when I was trying to go through it before. There we go. Okay. There we have it. I'm going to put my needle away because I am easy to lose it. Okay. So now I've got, remember I said I have that thread that went all the way across? I've got the tail and I've got the other end, all one on each side, giving it a good tightening. How am I? Good. One of the things that the wax does, it makes it go through the holes easier. These are waxed. They also, see how the knot doesn't just open up on its own? It helps hold your knot together. And one more. Good. I'm going to make a little bow. That's a big bow, and that's fine. Let it be big to start out with. I can always make it smaller, can't make it bigger. All right, get rid of that thread and put this in its kit and there. Now I don't have to worry about that. Yes. Okay. How we doing? I think we're doing great. Okay, now I've got a Amazon bubble packaging in between the the two Mamagami papers that we did. So I think that's great. Here's the pocket. See, now it's not so floppy because we've got the sewing in. And I'm just going to page through. It is a good thing to just kind of page through and help your journal relax a little bit, because they're not all folded exactly in the middle now, are they? Since they're dealing with all the other pages in the book. So I just want to get these all flattened down a little bit. And this may just seem like, oh, Julie, I know, but this is all part of it. There is tedious work involved, but to me, it's worth it. This is the first time I've seen my printable or my digital in this form. I made another journal a few videos back, but I had to cut these way down because it was a much smaller journal. So to see them in their full size is nice. I like this. Now, with the leaves, even though they're upside down, I only know that because I designed it. So, you know, it's okay. With that pretty little house. Okay, that's great. Now, I'm going to just clamp this shut and let it get used to being closed now that I've forced them all open. All right, I've got this. 2 envelopes that we're going to decorate more when we're putting that thing together. So I'm going to set those aside. Now what I did was I've got in the bottom here the fussy cut of the kit. I've got 2 more girls, well really 4 more girls, but they're from the book, that catalog, and I may not use them all, like the whole thing of it. And then these were all tags and bits in my stash of that I made them with the idea of they're like, what do you call these? They're like blanks, They're designed to be decorated. So bases, I guess. So I'm gonna separate tags and things and then pockets. So this is a pocket. Got this from Anne Kenlin, and it's made out of a circle. I just love that. This is a window pocket. Okay, so this is decoration. This is tags. Flip tag, tag, pocket, pocket. Here's a pocket that we made together. Pocket. This is a multi-way tag that we made, or pocket that we made together. Tag, journaling card, and then 2 ATCs. And I know why these are left over, because I only had 2. And when I give away ATCs, I like to give them away in 3s. But for little journaling spaces, and I just love the colors. So, all right. Well, let's start with tags, and let's decorate a few. And then we may have to move it along. Now, this one's already decorated. So I'm going to put it in with my fussy cuts over here. All right, now let's look at this one. I thought this has like fall colors. So let's decorate it up. I've got this. I think this goes great. Okay. And then I've got this little oval with a couple. Let's do that. All right. put these away before they blow away. My air conditioning is going full tilt. All right, I'm just going to set this out of our way for right now. Leave those out. And let's get a bit of book page. Now I've got this with stuff like book page in it. This is Mamagami book page. And then I've got regular. Let's see what we can do with this. And I just kind of want to strip. Oh, tear's nice. Yeah, tear's nice. And I'm going to just go around. It's not normally this easy or this nice to tear this paper. I know that. I've torn a lot of it. And like to get the edge off like that. All right, now obviously we don't need the whole thing. Which side is the, I guess there is no side to the Mamagami. All right, let's do this much. And if we cover the hole, I can just redo it. All right, ink. I've got my Tim Holtz colors here. I want to ink this in the browns. Am I on the right side for opening this? Yes, I am. Did I glue it shut? I might have. Yeah, there was probably a little drop of like Mod Podge or something. All right, let's do some inking. I just went into the vintage photo. Use what you have. I use, this is the Tim Holtz colors, but it's in the archival, so it won't run if it gets wet. That's not really a necessary thing for doing this type of work with it, but other mixed media work that I do, it's just handier. This paper's heavier that I printed this on. It's a presentation paper, and you can really, if you're in person, you can really see the white. And let's get this. Now I have a video that I will link with this kit. And it's on Ko-fi, K-O-F-I. So if you're interested, take a look. I'm still learning, and so I did not. I price accordingly. There we go. All right, did I ink everything up? Well, so far that I need right now. All right, let's get the Mamagami, and I'm going to put some glue on it. It kind of just flattens out. And then this here, yes, but let's see about the big one. Doesn't really need anything under it, does it? Okay. This is very white. I'm just going to give it a little smudge. She says little, but I'm just not getting a whole lot of ink out, but I'm giving it a rub. And there. Okay, good. Yeah, I like that better. Excuse me. Clearing my throat in the middle of a video. Okay. I am not putting them centered. I don't want them centered. Good. This one has to be centered because honestly, it's the only way it'll fit. But it fits nice. All right, I like that tag. I think that looks very autumn. And I think this will be fine for the back. Put it in the done pile. And, well, this is done. This is a paper doll flip tag, but I could put a little, I mean, this flower is from an autumn collection of mine. A little something here. Let's see. I've got some little stuff in here. I've got this little wreath. Nah. I'm looking for small. No. Too white. They're, let's see. This is something small. Let's do that. That's a little flower. And I've got something else small. Here. A little autumn something. Okay. What I'm gonna, oh, well, that mixed up the pile. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tear this on the top and on the bottom. Same here. Okay, ink up. Almost too small to hold, almost. And here. Good. And put this one down here. And put this little guy with the little rose up here. This one got really crooked. Oh, now I made it really crooked the other way. There we go. All right. Does she need a little ink? She's not inked. There. All right. We'll put her in the done. Well, it all got mixed up. That's okay. All right. We'll figure it out. Now, let's see. I want to do something with this and this. And I can see a lot of white edges. So I want to ink up these edges. I had kind of forgot what was on the back. Polka dots. Okay. Now, I'm going to get rid of some of these crumbs. All right. Now, first we need something on them. Let's just take some of this and see. Like, I like this round mouse setting. Good. And got other round ones. Now this could go behind. All right, I like that for that one. Now I've got another mouse one. A little mouse standing in the leaves. Do I have another circly one that's just kind of a backgroundy one? I've got this. And these stamps. I like the leaves. All right. Oh, that's done. Oh, in my finger. Were you yelling? You've got one in your hand. All right. Let's just kind of scoop this up and get these inked up. And then we'll see where we're at. So we got the signatures in the cover, and we've got individual sheets decorated before we sewed it together. We got a couple of tags done, and I know these are ATCs, but we're going to put them in the journal. I think they'll be fine in the journal, don't you? And I don't even think they need book page because there's words and stamping already on those ATCs, so I think we're fine with that. Okay, let's get gluing. Yep. I may give these cards one more dose of ink after I say goodbye because I'm still seeing white. Oh, I've had this before. When glue stick doesn't want to stick to, and I don't know if it's this was done with spray inks and it's got mica in it. Yep, I've had that happen before. So let's go in here with art glitter glue. I'm still pondering that, but yeah, this has happened to me before. Now, the art glitter glue has stuck for me before. And it seems like it wants to stick today. Okay. Did I ink you up? Yes, I did. Art glitter glue. Don't even reach for the glue stick. All right, art glitter glue. You seem to be closing yourself up. I seem to have made it worse. Let's get the pin. Ooh. It's all right. I got more pins. Oy, oy, oy. Only on a video. That's why I have this large collection of pins. And there's the art glitter glue. Oh, kind of stopped again. Well, I'll play with it later. All right. Oh, that's cute. Nice. Tie my corner around her. Will it fit? Ooh, barely. Because it's kind of thick. Yep. All right. Where is... Here's this one. And there's this one. Okay. No, don't go for that. Go for this. Now this is really a puzzle. But art glitter glue, notorious for this. All right. Making a little squeak noise. Okay, I'm liking it. That snap just sounds like, yeah, we got it. Okay, well, let's take a look. We've got these two done. And we got this one done. Did we do another one? I think that's it. Oh, well, we added a little to her. And then we got our journal all put together. So that's exciting. All right. When we get back together, we're going to work on this journal some more. In the meantime, I just noticed that you guys got crooked. Look out. In the meantime, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I'll see you in a video right down here.